Hey mathematicians, let's do your homework. Okay, so we are doing volume, which starts with volume equals length times width times height. So we're going to be doing 28 times, read closely, that does not say 27. Volume equals 28 times 2.7. So then you're going to start multiplying. I know they're kind of big numbers, but we're not using calculators. So, off to the side, 28 times 28, set it up, multiply it out. Then we're multiplying it times, you can pretend it's 27, but then remember to put your decimal back in. You need your units. They are centimeters. There are 3 of them that you multiplied together. You can use an extra sheet of paper and then just bring that in too as proof, because I know it's a big problem and that's not a ton of work to do it in, or space to do it in. Next one, when you're multiplying with fractions, all numbers need to be fractions. So your 3 needs to change into 3 over 1 times 14 thirds times 12 sevenths. Let me show you a trick that will save you a lot of time. 3 times 14 is the same thing as 14 times 3. So let me rewrite. V equals 3 over 3. And 14 over 1. I'm still doing 14 times 3. I'm still doing 1 times 3. It's just in a different order. Oh, look at this. This looks an awful lot like a fancy 1. Now 14 times 12 is the same thing as 12 times 14. But 14 divided by 7 is, 2. 12 divided by 1 is 12. Don't forget your units. Finish up that problem. So they get to be kind of big numbers, but it's the same process for all problems. Volume equals, write your formula, set up your problem. I should not hear any excuses for why you did not get this far. You don't need to get the right answer. You need to try your best, but you cannot tell me that you can't do this, you can't try this. Start setting up your multiplication. Use an area model. Use partial products. There are lots of different ways that you can multiply these out. Same deal here. This one actually should probably be the easiest out of all of them, number 4. And again, I didn't mention this, but you don't need to write anything in here if you're showing me your work up top. Getting to the back. So what is the volume of the, that's supposed to say volume. Volume of the prism in cubic feet. Wait a minute. Feet are not what they're given in. So 1 yard is 3 feet. So if you have yards and feet, 1 yard is 3 feet. 3/4 of a yard, also known as 75/100ths. Well, you're going to have to multiply it times 3. 75/100ths, or like 75 cents, 3 times. Add that together. See what you get. That's not your answer, but that's what this can be called in feet. So then you're writing your volume formula. Volume is 2 25/100ths. Or if you wanted to change these to fractions, my bad, I didn't show you that one up to 2 1/4, which could be also known as 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9/4. Actually, let's do that. That's way easier. Sometimes decimals are easier, but see how many digits that is? The equivalent is saying 9/4 times 9/4 times 9/4. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 9, you can put your answer on the top. This one right here, write your formula. Then you actually know volume, so you're going to write your volume under V. Your length is 7. I'm actually going to move height over here. Let's put 7 times 7 times W, because it doesn't matter what order we multiply in. 220.5. That becomes 49W. Divide both sides by 49, and that will give you what W is. Recognize that W is a dimension. It is not a volume. It is not an area. So its units are just going to be regular centimeters, no exponents. What is the volume of the fish tank in cubic inches? Please read closely. Do not multiply these feet together. You need to first change them to inches. Ooh, this one's easiest. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1.5 feet. I like to break it up. I know that 1 foot is 12 inches. Half of that is 6 inches. Add that together, that's 18 inches. 2.5, well, if 1.5 is 18 plus another foot, 18 plus 12 gives you 30 inches. So you are going to be multiplying 18 times 12 times 30. And your units should be inches when you're done.